Welcome everyone to chapter 10 of my walkthrough for The Evil Within. This chapter is called The Craftsman's Tools, and right off the bat we're going to witness a little dialogue scene between Ruvik and Dr. Jimenez.
They received as they themselves gave, and they served a higher purpose.
This is the first collectible in this chapter. There are 11 collectibles to obtain in this chapter, as well as 4 keys. And this chapter is going to be divided in 2 parts.
Furthered my research.
This was not mere research. Papers say what happened to those people, those traps.
These vermin, these microbes, they're mine to do with as I please. But you are correct. This was not mere research. I'm close to perfection.
This is abhorrent.
This is my will.
But yeah, like I was saying, this chapter is going to be divided in 2 parts because it's a fairly long chapter and you have 2 boss fights.
My head.
And that way, while I work on the second part of the walkthrough for this chapter, I can make the first one available.
Who is that guy next door?
And that way you guys don't have to wait as long for new episodes.
Do you have any idea why this world is the way it is?
What? Who are you?
Hate. Hate. Ruvik's hate. The man's consumed by it. He wants out. Wants to get his revenge. He wants back what he feels the world took from him. It's not like he could actually get that. It's not like he could actually get that. This world exists as long as he does.
You heard something just now?
I have no idea who that guy is. But we're going to pick up the second collectible in this chapter, which is this newspaper article right here. And now we can leave the safe room, excuse me Tatiana, and we can actually start the chapter. In this chapter you can obtain the Baited in Flames or Baited by Flames trophy achievement. And in order to obtain that trophy you need to kill Laura, the fitter. That can be a little bit tricky, but I'll show you how to get it done, even though that's going to be on the second part of this walkthrough. This first segment isn't easy either. Lots of traps to take care of, and every little mistake can cost you your life, so you do need to be very careful. Pick up a little bit more green gel, and here we go. First things we're going to do is disarm this trap, and then I'm going to catch that haunted over there by surprise. Deactivate this bomb, and let's stab him. No green gel for me apparently. Whenever you cross this section, this is always going to happen, even if you try to sneak by, it always happens. And this body always gets up, so we're going to burn her to start things off. And now we're going to move to the upstairs floor. Here we're going to encounter 2 more haunted, and one of them is one of those fat enemies. But we can catch them both by surprise. Wait for both of them to turn around. There we go. And now quickly move towards the door to kill the first one. And now we're going to kill this guy as well. Sometimes there's a body, a third body on the floor here. You might want to burn it down. Here it is, because it will get up. I'm going to pick the battery pack. pick up a little bit more green gel, and now we're going to snipe the two enemies that were shooting at us. So if you stand by the entrance, you shouldn't have a lot of problems doing this. One headshot to each of them and they'll die. There's the first one, shoot him. After you shoot the first one, the second one will come and investigate in the direction of the guy that you shot, and then you can shoot him as well. You're not really wasting any bullets because there are two sniper rifle bullets in the room below, so you got nothing to worry about. Sometimes there's a third enemy waiting here for you, but if you run into this area, you should be good. There are two enemies who are going to walk in. There you see them. You can use the bottle to try and make them stand. First one, there he goes. Now I'm gonna use my handgun to shoot him. When you shoot them, they'll stand, and if you time things right with the propeller movement, they'll be beheaded. Just be careful so that you don't get beheaded yourself, because that's an instant death. Shoot that guy over there and a bunch of enemies will come following you into this room. Luckily they're rather stupid, as you can see, and they'll just kill themselves as they walk in. There we go. So that takes care of all of them. That's quite gory. Let's disarm this trap as well in a few extra parts. And now pick up these matches, and we're going to insert the battery pack on the wall, and that will allow us to progress towards the next area. Okay, so we're just going to turn around and move towards the gate. Be careful again not to get beheaded, you don't want that. Let's duck and let's make a run for it. Now we're going to pick up the third collectible in the game, in this chapter, sorry, Map Fragment. There we go. And as we head down, you'll want to wait until this monster takes a turn and goes away. They're like mini bosses in this chapter. And in this area we're going to pick up the second key on this chapter. Let's pick up these matches right here. And the second key is in this room. Now after you shoot the statue, and I have no idea why it didn't break, you have to quickly move inside the room, pick up the key and then leave, because the ceiling will collapse on you and you'll die if you're still inside the room. But you have just enough time to do this, so you should be good. A little bit more green gel, and we're going to move towards the next area. This area is a little bit tricky because it's very easy for the enemies to spot you. I'm gonna try and sneak kill as many of them as possible to save up my ammo, since we will have a sort of boss encounter in a little bit. So now we're going to wait here for this haunted to pass into the other room, and when he does that we're going to disarm the trap on the floor, and then we're going to catch him by surprise. Wait for him to turn around. There we go, and now we're going to slowly approach him and stab him. Sometimes there can be bodies that you should burn on the floor here. Usually there's a fat haunted here on the ground, so you want to burn him and avoid wasting any ammo on him because he does get up. And now we're going to patiently wait here for another haunted to cross the room, and that way we'll be able to catch him by surprise as well. There he is. Wait for him to step into the other room so that he can't see you, and let's do this. There we go. Oh, there was a body here. Totally forgot. And now I can't burn him. Oh well, I guess I have no choice but to shoot him. Actually, you know what? There were some bottles in the back room. I'm gonna try and throw a bottle at him and then stab him. That way I can save a little bit of ammo. Not that it matters, but... There we go. That's what you get for trying to catch me by surprise. Let's disarm this trap as well. Yes, I have enough grenades. And now we're going to pick up the second battery pack. And there's one more enemy in this room which we'll try to sneak kill again. There he is. He might turn around soon, so I better wait. Yeah, he doesn't come into this room to my knowledge, so just wait here by the door, and once he turns around, just stab him. Hurry up. There we go. That clears this area. Few more matches to pick up. We will need these matches for our battle against Laura. Yes, we're going to have to face her again. For the third time now. Through here. Handgun bullets, I'll pick them up later. And we're going to want to go towards this little passage. Be careful because there's a trap here on the wall. So disarm it first. And now we can insert the battery pack. And be ready because we're going to have a mini boss battle. At least I consider these enemies mini bosses. First we're going to have to dispose of a few haunted. Let's take down the chubby one first. Let him burn down. They do stand up fast. And now I'm going to use my handgun to dispose of this one. There are 3 bullets over there, so hopefully I'll get rid of her. I'm surprised my handgun didn't blow up her head. Oh well. Pick up the green gel and now we're going to get the handgun bullets that I just used. And where's the axe? There's the axe. There should be one more enemy. Sometimes it's a fat haunted, other times it's a regular enemy. So the axe won't kill him, but it will weaken him. So maybe one more shotgun shot will do it. Boom. There we go. Okay, so for the next boss battle we're going to use shock bolts and explosive bolts. Shock bolts stop the enemy on its track. The enemy has an attack where it throws a hook at you and it pushes you towards him to deal heavy damage, so you do need to be careful. If you throw a shock bolt... Oh boy, that was stupid of me. That bolt is going to climb up as the window goes up, so yeah, that's what I figured. Oh well. We'll just wait here for the enemy to come. You don't want to get too close to them because, like I said, their hook attack can lure you in. See? And they move fairly fast. And now we're going to use explosive bolts to get rid of him. One more should do it. Let's see. Why did I just waste a freeze bolt? That was silly of me. Oh, he's dead already. Oh well. So, even though I did mess up in this fight a little bit because I did not want to use that freeze bolt, so I just wasted a bolt. Not that it's a big deal, and it also shows you that you can make a few mistakes and still escape without taking any damage. But usually on Survivor difficulty, which is the difficulty that this walkthrough is being played at, you can one shock bolt and 4 explosive bolts are usually enough to get rid of that monster. So let's shoot this guy down. Wait for this thing to go up, and now we're going to run past, and in here we're going to find the third key in this chapter. So what you need to do is wait for this wall to move forward, and now you can't shoot while you're crouched. So you have to shoot it before you get inside, and then you can go and get the key. Okay, towards the next room now. As you move in, the walls will come crashing down. They'll collide against the adjacent wall. So after that, you can quickly sneak by, get this green gel bottle, and then climb up the steps, and that will lead you to safety, at least for now, because we have 2 more of those mini bosses to face. We'll use the same strategy that we used against the first one. Hopefully it goes a little bit better than the first time. In here we'll find the 4th collectible in this chapter, another map fragment. So you'll want to sneak past here.
What is this place?
Really, Sebastian, only at this point did you decide to wonder what this place was? So here we go, another map fragment. As we jump down, be ready to have another encounter. We're almost in safety, but this might be the hardest section. But first let's get rid of this haunted right here. Turn off your lights because you don't want the enemy to spot you quite yet. Have your shock bolts and explosive bolts ready, and once you turn on your flashlight, the enemy should be able to spot you. In case they don't, just shoot them once with your handgun. 2 shock bolts should be enough if everything goes well. If it doesn't, I'll just use a freeze bolt. I got my light on. Hey, hello, I'm here. Look at me. Guess not. I guess he doesn't care. There are 2 of these enemies here, so... But if you play your cards right, you can actually dispose of them at the same time. Come on. I can't believe my handgun shot missed. I missed again, are you serious? I was pointing at the guy's back. Oh well. Get the shock bolt ready. He'll come here, don't worry. And his buddy will soon follow. Oh, are you kidding me? I missed. I missed the shot. I missed both shock bolts. I was aiming right at them and the shock bolts missed. Oh well, that's why it's always good to have a freeze bolt ready. Explosive bolt. Another explosive bolt. Another explosive bolt. Let's run in here just in case they decide to crash, start running towards me. Let's get another shock bolt ready. Another explosive bolt. There we go. There we go. One more explosive bolt. Hopefully gets the job done. I could also. I'm gonna use my sniper rifle to finish him off, because I'm going to be. There are a few bullets to obtain, so might as well use my sniper rifle instead of wasting my precious bolts. So hopefully I'll be able to collect the 2 shock bolts that I threw against the wall apparently. So it's not like I wasted anything, which is good. But that was, I guess, a little bit of bad luck on my part, because if you catch the 2 enemies in this passage right here with a shock bolt, then you can just fire 4 explosive bolts at them and they'll die simultaneously. There was no harm done, thankfully. You know what, I'm not gonna disarm that one. It would suck for me to mess up this chapter at this point. But yeah, like I was saying, there was no harm done, and we still managed to find a way to defeat the 2 enemies without taking any damage. So now let's get out of here. Fortunately, this area is pretty much clear. Just go into the back room here. There should be some green gel to pick up. There we go. And a bolt, not bad. So that's that. And we can make our escape now. Pull out this lever. We're going to obtain collectible number 5 and number 6 shortly. Just run through this corridor. Yep, and just like that we're in a completely different area now. Kind of freaky. Oh, before you move forward, turn around because there's some green gel to pick up. I almost forgot. So pick up the green gel. Now we're going to go through this door. This is never a good sign. Let's listen to the audio tape.
Everything I have, everything I am, has been taken from me since the accident by those who seek to consume me. They are in the darkness, with only the phantoms of my mind to comfort me, to taunt me. I nearly lost myself completely. But then I saw her. Deep down I know she was only an apparition. But I would regain my face. Recover what was taken from me. Restore her. My beloved sister, Laura.
You didn't do a very good job now, did you? Considering she's a spider-like monster or whatever. Taken from that Ring movie. Oh well. So we're going to head towards the safe room first. There's another collectible right here. Another journal. Which details Sebastian's life after his daughter passed away. Poor guy. Apparently him and his wife were growing distant from each other. Not a very good thing. I'm still wondering what will happen next with his story. It seems that Sebastian has a pretty tragic life himself, so and now we're going to step into the safe room to pick up 2 more collectibles, and as well as open a few lockers and do a few upgrades for the upcoming battle against Laura. So we're going to turn around.
Have you forgotten something?
Yes, I did. First, there's this newspaper article. Sebastian's daughter was found burned alive. Poor kid. And there's also a missing persons poster, which I'll get in a little bit. First, let me go and open the locker rooms. Oh, I think, how many do I... Yeah, that's what I was saying. I could have picked some ammunition for the sniper rifle here, so that's why I use it to finish off those mini bosses. A little bit of green gel, always very useful and appreciated. How many of the lockers on this side do I have left to open? There's one here. Some shotgun shells. I don't really need them, but oh well. And there should be another one that I've missed opening, or maybe not. Oh, there it is. There we go. Grenade, I don't need it. So I guess all the lockers are open on this side. So let's start by opening the lockers on the other side. Let's see what we have here. More green gel, awesome. So what I'm going to do is do a few upgrades for the sniper rifle. Max out the maximum amount of shotgun that I can carry, because we'll be able to pick up quite a few shells in the next segment. And I'm probably also going to max out the range of my bolts. So let's do that. Shotgun stock, increase. I can upgrade. Yeah, I'm going to increase the damage of my explosive bolts in case I need to use them against Laura. And upgrade the damage that my sniper rifle deals a little bit, as well as the reloading time and the critical shots that it can deal, and also increase the range of the agony bolt. So that's all the upgrades that I'm going to do here. Let's pick up the missing person's poster, and that's going to do it for this segment, my friends. Like I said, I just need to practice a little bit more before I record the Laura segment, and this chapter is going to be pretty long, so I thought it was a good idea to divide it in 2 parts. So I hope you guys don't mind, but I'll make the next part available soon.